a man who had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Whether, I believe everybody should have the right to protest their innocence. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's guilty until proven innocent. I've been there, right? But one thing we 100% know in this situation.
This morning, man, to make the way how he's done it, you know, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit. So I don't know.
You know, like, that is my goal. I want to nail everybody to the canvas. So, you know, the goal is just to go in there and beat them dominantly. Like, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that I want to fight. You know, but I am trying to put him on his ass. So if I can do that, I'm most definitely am.
But Eddie said to me yesterday at 60-40, so we don't know. I don't know if that is the case, and he's failed a sample for cocaine. That's really surprising, massively surprising.
Got caught taking drugs, in your charge. It's like fucking murder. If you fucking murder.
Obviously, at the moment, the British Boxing Board of Control aren't. So we have to speak with them, deal with the legal situation and see where it lands. And this is quite fresh. Obviously, I don't even think it's 30 minutes. I think it's more like 10 or 15 minutes since that. And, you know, we'll see what rolls on there.
He's been test positive. Yeah.
It's happened, man. It happens in this sport. It's not new. It's happened to me already. I'm just happy I invest in this
high-profile guys getting caught, and it's just horrible. Genuinely, and I know you were about saying, without going fucking fully mental here, I just believe if you're caught with any performance-enhancing drug, you should be banned. Like,
when a test goes through and it goes to VADA, it's going to VADA. It ain't going to get mixed up. So, and if he's cheated, he's a piece of shit.
Boxing pros are absolutely slamming Moses Itauma after his drug test failure on fight day. They are calling it shocking and disrespectful to the sport, questioning how he could risk his career like this. Fans are left in suspense, debating whether the fight with Jermaine Franklin will even go ahead or be cancelled.
This is the point. How can he give a sample and then a B sample and they both come back positive for a banned substance? It doesn't make any sense.
Experts are breaking down Moses Itauma's failed test and debating how long banned substances can remain in a fighter's system. Every detail is being scrutinized, from sample types to dosage. The boxing world is buzzing, questioning whether this oversight is intentional or careless and how it will impact his fight against Jermaine Franklin.
I'm just chucking out there, if depending on the amount, that will depend on how long it remains in your system. So from what I can gather, if you've taken a very limited amount, very little amounts, it could stay in your system. Depending on the nature of the test, if it was a saliva test, if it was a urine test, if it was a hair test, it's going to stay in your system a lot longer.
Adam Smith highlights the uncertainty surrounding Moses Itauma's failed drug test. The boxing world is buzzing with speculation about whether the fight will go ahead. Jermaine Franklin gains the upper hand in public opinion, and fans are closely watching how officials respond to this unexpected controversy.
Prize, and I'll wait and see what happens. I mean, I don't know the findings. We don't know. I haven't seen statements really. I don't know. It's come out in the social.
Oladipo points out that stylistically this fight favors Jermaine Franklin. Despite Moses' physical advantages, Jermaine's aggression and tactical approach could dominate. Fans are excited to see the clash, knowing Jermaine brings experience and skill that could exploit Moses' weaknesses inside the ring.
Breaking news. I'm filming this just coming up to midday. By the time you guys are watching it, it's probably not breaking. But Queensbury have just, if I can find it.
Adam Catterall condemns Moses Itauma's failed drug test as shocking and disappointing. The violation has angered boxing pros and fans alike. Jermaine Franklin now enters the fight with a clear moral advantage, while discussions heat up on social media and expert panels about how such breaches should be punished. 6.
Incredibly shocking. When any fighter fails a performance-enhancing drug test, it is incredibly shocking and disappointing.
Oladipo praises Jermaine Franklin as a measured and strong challenge for Moses Itauma. Experts see this fight as a test that will reveal Moses' ability without rushing him. Fans are intrigued to compare Moses' performance against Jermaine with his past bouts against top fighters like Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte.
I honestly thought this is the perfect opponent for Moses' development. You can't rush Moses. I know everyone wants to see him in there with killers, Sometimes I do. Sometimes I think he's ready. But the fact is, you do have to take your time with Moses. And I think someone like a Jermaine Franklin, who is a top 30 guy, top 30 guy, who again, we've seen him with AJ and Dillian White, so we can compare Moses' performance against him and
Dev Sani believes this fight is ideal for Jermaine Franklin to test Moses Itauma. Jermaine's pressure and experience could reveal weaknesses. While fans eagerly anticipate how Moses handles the real challenge, this matchup is seen as everything fight fans wanted, a true measure of skill, strategy, and resilience in the ring.
This is going to be a case of, let's see, 1, if we can get rounds. 2, can he do a better job than Anthony Joshua and Dillian White did? Can he get rounds but also get him out of there? I guess that's kind of the question for Moses. But for me, this is the perfect bit of matchmaking. This is everything that fight fans have wanted. They want to see what happens when Moses Itauma goes a few rounds, has someone who...
Frank Warren praises Jermaine Franklin as a high-level opponent for Moses Itauma. He highlights the fight as an excellent test of skill, strength, and strategy. Fans are eager to see Jermaine prove his dominance and take advantage of Moses' vulnerabilities, while Warren frames this matchup as a must-watch showdown.
In the meantime, I think we put together a brilliant fight with Jermaine Franklin, the American. It's going to be a good fight. I think, with Moses and him, I think it's going to be a good fight, and I think it's a good test for Moses.
Oladipo expresses disbelief at Moses Itauma's positive test. He suggests giving the benefit of the doubt, but calls the situation wild and unprecedented. The controversy immediately benefits Jermaine Franklin, who now looks clean and ready. Fans and experts are questioning the integrity of Moses' preparation and the impact this scandal will have on the fight itself.
if it's somehow in his system from other means. I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild. Honestly, this is...
John Fury openly criticizes Moses Itauma for using banned substances. He emphasizes the seriousness of cheating and the advantage it provides. Jermaine Franklin now benefits from being the clean fighter, while Fury's remarks fuel the debate on ethics in boxing. Fans are divided but largely support Jermaine, who now carries the moral and tactical upper hand.
Is trying to enlighten people in the world today that it is illegal to use your steroids, and that's what he's doing to gain an edge. Well, I feel sorry for him.
Liam Goff sees Jermaine Franklin as a solid strategic opponent. He praises Jermaine's past performances and believes this fight is excellent for assessing Moses Itauma's skill. Fans are watching to see how Moses compares against a proven contender, while Jermaine's consistency and experience give him credibility and an edge in public perception.
I think that Jermaine Franklin versus Moses Itauma is a really, really good fight for Itauma's progression. I think he's a solid opponent. I've got no issues whatsoever. It's on a very, very good card. No mention of pay-per-view as well, which is even better. But it's a solid opponent. Jermaine Franklin, when he fought Dillian White, going into that fight, I kind of looked at him and thought, he looked awkward, but nothing special. He gave a good account of himself against Dillian White. Some people actually felt that he did enough to win the fight. I wasn't one of them. I thought Dillian White won the fight.
Lawrence Oakley analyses the fight dynamics, warning that Moses Itauma's explosive style is dangerous. Jermaine Franklin has to stay sharp and measured to counter Moses' aggression. Oakley highlights technical skill and stamina as critical factors, giving fans insight into the strategic challenges Jermaine will face in a potential 12-round battle.
50-50. Personally, it depends on what style he brings. So it's like, I think if he's like measured, then yeah. But if he does what I think he might try and do, which is I'm gonna show this guy, get inside and work like clever shots, I don't think so. I think with someone like Moses, who is naturally so explosive and so quick and technical, he's got so many good attributes. But as we've seen with in any sport across any profession, that explosiveness, in my opinion, cannot happen for 12 rounds. It never happens.
Russ Anber recognizes Moses Itauma's exceptional talent and skill set. Despite the recent controversy, he emphasizes Moses' abilities in the ring and notes that fans and critics sometimes overlook the finer points of a fighter's development. Jermaine Franklin now faces a top-tier opponent whose skill demands respect, making this clash a true test of technique and strategy.
I think Moses is one of the best young fighters boxing has seen in years. And I'm not just saying that based on a result over Dillian. I hope you understand that when I look at a fighter, I'm looking at things that others don't see. I'm not looking at the hype. I'm looking at what he does in the ring, how he does it, his skill set. You know, I'm looking at that because that's the important stuff. And right now, to me, he's shown probably a...
Simon Jordan predicts a potential knockout for Moses Itauma, but clarifies it's not disrespect towards Jermaine Franklin. He analyses the matchup from Jermaine's perspective, acknowledging his strengths but highlighting the danger Moses presents. Fans are left debating the fight's outcome as Jermaine's resilience and skill will be tested against Moses' power.
He's going to get knocked out. I do. I think there's no... And by the way, saying someone's going to get knocked out is not meant to be disrespectful. I'm not disrespecting Jermaine. I'm looking at the fight, looking at Moses Itauma, looking at what I've seen from Jermaine. And I think that ideally, I don't want to see an early fight. I want to see a good fight. I want to see Jermaine stick it on.
Adam Smith praises Moses Itauma's complete skill set, noting his southpaw stance, movement, and power. He questions whether this is the right moment for Moses to step up, but also hints at the challenge Jermaine Franklin presents. Fans are excited to see if Jermaine can counter Moses' aggression and prove himself in this high-stakes matchup.
On the block, Moses Itauma, who looks absolutely extraordinary, and for me, he ticks all the boxes. I like his attitude, I like his style, southpaw, hard-hitting, moves so well. He's going to be very, very difficult to sort of deter. So it's an interesting one because, yeah, is this too soon for Moses, or is this just the right fight at the right time?
The fallout from Moses Itauma failing his drug test has shaken the boxing world and put Jermaine Franklin in a unique position. Experts are split, but Jermaine now has the mental edge, knowing his opponent is under scrutiny and pressure. This fight could define his career, giving him a chance to showcase skill, heart, and dominance against a controversial opponent. Fans are buzzing with speculation over whether the bout will go ahead or be postponed, but one thing is clear. Jermaine Franklin enters with focus and determination, ready to take control and leave no doubts in the ring.